Well, it's quite simple. You see, people have this fear of missing out. People want to be part of what's going on. They want to be part of what's happening. And when we are having this meeting and then people are like, oh, well, it may not be as important. But when they see the energy and they see everybody dropping messages and, they begin to get curious, what's going on? And then they realize that, oh, this thing is probably something I'm missing out on. You see, people have this fear of missing out. And before you know it, they begin to join the meeting. You see the numbers begin to go up. So we have had this event publicized and talked about. And here we are having the meeting. And we have about 23 participants because even though it's a Zoom meeting and all you have to do is to take your phone and just log into the meeting, we still have people showing up late. Like, I don't know how you can come late for a Zoom meeting. It's a Zoom meeting, right? Because we are not driving to the venue of the meeting to say traffic held us. It's just take your phone and just go online and you're there. And we are going to be spending 1 hour, exactly 1 hour. So without wasting much time, I will share my screen and I will share the slide for tonight's meeting. Before I do that, I want to acknowledge the presence of the people in this room here with me tonight. I want to acknowledge it's my pleasure to have you join me on this meeting. I'm sorry my other phone is having network challenges, so it keeps logging me out. But it appears that I'm just going to continue on this device. Please, if you hear me and you can still see me, I want you to just drop a message in the chat box so that I proceed. If you can hear me, you can see me, drop a message in the chat box so that I can proceed. My other phone just logged me out for some reason, I guess due to the network. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Mohammed. 1 minute. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to start. Tonight, we will be learning strategies for marketing our business, strategies for scaling our business, and strategies for growing our team. Who is excited? If you're excited, drop on the chat box ready with a lot of fire emojis. I want to see you ready in the chat box with a lot of fire emojis. Awesome. Thank you so much. Now, you can see my screen. You will see that we have on the screen business plan, marketing plan for Skyward community. I'm going to be showing you a strategy that all of us can start applying to grow our business in Skyward community. The mission is quite simple. It's for us to create a system we can replicate, which will enable us to attract support for Unity string technology in the Nigerian market. And the aim is a 30% conversion rate. What does it mean? to talk about a 30% conversion rate. Now, for those of you who are familiar with the marketing in terms of doing advertisement, you realize that 30% conversion rate means that when you run a sponsored advertisement, that's to say, you do a paid advert. 30% conversion rate means that if 100 people saw your advert, at least 30 of them will take action with what you have advertised. So 30% is very good in terms of conversion. And that's what we are going to be aiming at. Now, we need to first know what the problem is before we now begin to look for solutions. Because if you don't have a good grasp of the problem you are trying to solve, you will not be able to get a solution. You will just deceive yourself that you are looking for a solution, but at the end of the day, you are not going to get any meaningful solution to that problem. Which is why we need to understand the problem first before we now begin to look for the solution. Now, the problem is that the average Nigerian, right, he has already a high level of distrust for any business opportunity you advertise online. This is a fact, and this is due to the high amount of internet or online fraudsters. So as a result of that, the mind of the people that you want to market the opportunity to is already skewed in one direction, that it's probably a scam and you are probably a scammer. True or false? If this is true, write true in the chat box. If it's false, you write false in the chat box. This is a discussion. Thank you so much, Mr. Josiah. So this is true. Another problem we have is that there is a low level of knowledge about pre-IPO and venture capital opportunities among Nigerians in the target audience age of 27 to 64. You need to know who you are advertising to. You need to know who you are marketing to. You cannot just say, you want to do marketing. You don't even know who your target audience is. When you look at people who can afford to key into this opportunity, people who key into this opportunity, they are usually men and women between the ages of 27 to 64, because these are people in their active, not like people above 64 don't do the opportunity. But you see, people who are still thinking of investing, people who are still actively earning income, are the ones that are more liable or more willing to take advantage of these kind of opportunities that we are promoting. True or false? Well, I'm sure you will agree with me. Now, these people don't have enough knowledge about pre-IPO opportunities. They know about maybe shares on a basic level. But when you now talk about pre-IPO shares, some of them don't know what that is. And your job is to enlighten those people who don't know anything about pre-IPO investing. It's your job to make them know. Not only to make them know, it's your job to onboard them in the opportunity. So if you have a lot of work, you have to get them to get the knowledge first and foremost. And then after giving them the knowledge, you will now get them to take action with that knowledge. Then again, is the fact that there is no strong support system by the existing, should I say, giants in the business. The leaders have not really created systems and structures for duplicating themselves in their downline. We have people who are good in this business. We have people who can turn over sales in this business. However, how well do they duplicate themselves into the people who they are supposed to be mentors towards, the people who are members of their structure? Not so well, because I have had many people reach out to me, say, I want to join your team. And I'll tell them, you can't join my team, because you're already in a team. You're not going to delete your account and create a new account. But what you can do is you can join my mentorship group. Why do they say they want to join my team? Because they want the mentorship they are not getting from where they are coming from. So this has been a problem. And these are the problems we have seen giving us the kind of results that we are getting. Now, what is the solution? The solution is to create a comprehensive system of attracting, take note, attracting, retaining, and training new partners of Skyward community and onboarding supporters of Unity String technology. Are we together? We are together. Type together. Type following in the chat box. You can type either of them. Type together or you type following in the chat box. Now, this comprehensive system has three elements. Number one is advertising, which is also known as lead generation. I'm zooming in and I'm hoping you can see exactly where my screen is. Advertising or lead generation. This involves bringing more eyes and attention to your business products and services. Advertising is a very important aspect of any business. If you don't advertise your business, you are like somebody who is winking, or the word is, they say they caught eye. Winking in a dark room. Now, when you're winking in a dark room, only you will know what you are doing. No one else will. Nobody will know because it's a dark room. You are winking in a dark room. Nobody knows you're winking until they turn on the lights before they will now see, oh, so this is what you've been doing all this while. So advertising is to create awareness about your business, because if you do not create awareness, nobody will know. There are some of you here, even your family members don't know that you are a part of Skyward community because you don't talk about it. Your closest work colleague that you sit with in the office every day from Monday to Friday, they don't know that you are part of Skyward community. And then you wonder why you are not getting any results. You know, because you are not taking the action that will bring you your results. So advertising or lead generation. Why do we call it lead generation? You generate leads to your business. And the more the leads that you generate, the more sales that you will make. Are we together? Okay, I see a lot of following in the chat box. So let's carry on. The second step of your three-step process. See, I hope that you have a notepad and you are jotting things down, because these things that I am talking about tonight, some of you have not heard them before, or probably you've heard them, you've not implemented them before. Take a notepad and pen and be jotting down. Your three-step process is number one, advertising and lead generation. For some of you, you don't advertise. Even when you advertise, you don't do it the right way. Just imagine a scenario. You come in the morning and say, Skyward community, they've just launched a project in Mint, and they've implemented a commercial project. Congratulations to all co-owners. Now, people are looking at that on your WhatsApp status. That's a form of advertising. You are creating awareness. But you leave it there. No call to action. You did not put any way that the people who have now seen this thing and they are now interested in taking action, you did not give them any way to take action. You just drop it there and you leave it. You are leaving money on the table. So after you drop the advert content, you need to put a call to action. What should they do? Okay, look at now. USC has launched a commercial project. What next? Tell them that, okay, join this group to learn more. Or tell them, reach out to me to get more information. Or tell them, click on this link to create an account. You know, give them a way to follow up. So that if the interest is there, they can get the next, action going. And the next action I would always recommend is to enlighten. Some of you want to take people from point A to Z without taking them through B, C, D, E, F, G, and the rest of the steps to get to Z. You want to just tell them, get on board, create an account. No, you need to let them know, why should I get involved in this opportunity? You need to educate them through the second step of the process, which is presentation and follow-up. Are we taking notes? They are taking notes, right? Following in the chat box. Presentation. Now, what is presentation? Presentation is a process of making all the big areas of a business known to your potential client, your prospect. So I have brought you in, right? You have come to my webinar group. You have come to my seminar venue. Now I need to let you know what you have come to, learn about. Unity String technology. What is it? How does it affect you? Why should you be interested? Skyward community. What does it mean to you? Now, let me not lie. Some of you don't really know how to present this opportunity. If we leave it to you by yourself, you will mess up. You will tell the person what, see, let me tell you, there is something called SMART, specific, okay, SMART goals, specific, measurable. I think that does not apply holistically to what I want to explain. So let me look for a different example. You need to provide answers to the questions that people have in a manner that is, what's the word now? That is accurate. You have to provide accurate answers to questions your process will have. Timely. That is to say, they ask the question now. It's not that you're going to answer them next week. You need to have the answers at the tip of your finger so that when they ask, you can give them timely information, relevant information, accurate, timely, relevance. There are others, but I can't remember them. So let's just stay with those three. Some of you do not even know how to take them through the steps of understanding this opportunity. You could probably start from where you should be ending. You tell them the last thing before you tell them the first. So you put the information, but you don't put it in the right sequence. And when you don't put it in the right sequence, you do not get the result. Because if your phone number is 081 60 62 5630, and somebody were to dial 081 60 62 5603, the first number has 30 at the end. The second number has 03 at the end. Now, let me ask a question. The second number, does it have all the digits of the first number? Do they have all the same digits? Talk to me, talk to me. I need an engaging yes. They have all the same digits. But if you call this second number, will the phone of this person ring? That's the question. Now, if you were to dial that second number, thank you, Mr. Beaton, it will not ring because even though it has all the information, it is out of sequence. It's not in the right sequence. So if you give the information and you don't give it in the right sequence, you will not achieve the result. That's why you lose your prospect. The prospect that would have done your $1,000 package and your $10,000 package, because you did not give him the information in the right sequence, you lose the deal. So it is important that in the presentation phase of your business process, you should collaborate with people who know the business well, know it better than you, your leader, your upline, your get on three-way calls. I'm calling my prospect. Sir, I want to tell you about this opportunity, but if you don't mind, I would like to add my mentor to this call. I would like to add my upline to this call. Then the person, the upline, right, we talk to your prospect for you so that the presentation can be done in a better way that will achieve the result. It will even be more robust because at that point, you and your upline are there discussing with your prospect, and then his questions are being answered by your upline who knows better than you. And also you as the third party or as the mediator that brought the connection between your prospect and your upline, you're also there as a person that is familiar. So the prospect knows you, but he does not know your upline. Let me tell you something about this business. People tend to do business with people they don't know better than people they know. Why? Because if they know you, they will be sentimental. They'll be like, is it not Mr. Mohammed? Is it not Mr. Jerry? I bet waiting you know we want to tell me Jerry. But when they see somebody else, they don't know this person. So the only thing they will deal with is the information the person gives them, and they will take it objectively. But the one you are bringing, they will take it with a sentimental consideration because they know you and they say a prophet is not recognized in his home. So you're talking about investment in multinational companies. They will say, where you for here that one? You where we know where they're born you. They will not take it as seriously as when it is coming from a stranger. If you agree with me, type agree in the chat box. Now, if you know this, use it to your advantage. Don't be the only one talking to your prospect. Go and get someone else to be on that conversation so that you can close that deal much easier. Let's move on. Now, we're talking about advertising. That is the first step of the process. We talk about the content of your advert and the audience. Now, see, we have identified some problems, Abby. One of the problems we said is that Nigerians don't really know about pre-IPO investing. So you just jump out and say, come and invest in the pre-IPO shares of United Stream Technology. Waiting be that one. How you take concern the person where you follow talk. You will lose a lot of prospects. They will see your advert. You will spend money. See, Don't be like me. I wasted money on Facebook adverts. Most of you know I do my business online. I will run adverts. I will put content about Unity String technology. Nobody will click on it. I will be looking at, when I do the advert now, I will put the call to action that they should click on my WhatsApp group and join. I will now be looking at the WhatsApp group and looking at the number of people that have seen my advert. I'll be seeing that 1,000, 10,000, 5,000 have seen the advert. Well, come and see the WhatsApp group. 20 people have joined. I'll be like, why? And I'm paying money. So I was not like, there's a problem here. What's going on? So I had to think outside the box. What is actually going on in the mind of my prospect? See, all this try and error that I have done, the mistakes I have made, is so that I can tell you what to do so that you will not go and be making mistakes and wasting time. You can just do what works. See, in terms of advert, the first thing is you have to advertise what your prospect can understand. The thing that relates to his pain, the thing that relates to his struggle, the thing that will make him to see your content and say, I will take action on this. That is what you should advertise. So at a time like this now, you come and advertise, come and join, invest in a multinational company. Nobody will, they will click away from your advert. They will just scroll. But they will see the advert, but they will scroll. But when you advertise something like this, look, how to survive and thrive in the Nigerian economy, strategies for making, managing, and multiplying your income. Webinar. That is what you want to teach. They should join your group to learn more. And then that is one. And then another one, you say, big opportunity. Become co-owner of Unity String Technology valued for $400 billion with potential to dominate 60% of the world transport market. Between those two, let's call the first one A and the second one B. Which one do you think people will click more? A or B? Tell me. Thank you, Jerry. A. Because that one relates to their pain. As it's been now, people are struggling. People are looking for ways to make more money. You will not come with investment. Even if it's investment you want to talk about, don't start like that. Go and start from their pain. When you say, I want to do a training on how you can escape inflation, how you can save your money in dollar and protect it from naira devaluation, you will see everybody will join your group. When you now do that training, you now tell them, follow up to this training, you want to teach them how to invest in multinational company, then you bring Skyway there. You get, when you want to generate leads, don't go and be talking big English that people don't understand. Keep your content relevant to your audience. You must know your audience. And then you tailor your content to match the needs of your audience. Are you there? If you are following, type following in the chat box. Thank you. Now, this is the model I was using that was giving me 30% conversion rate. I will advertise how to save in dollars using my Facebook, using my Instagram. I will run sponsored adverts. My audience, I was targeting men and women between the ages of 27 to 54. And then I was targeting the locations, River State. Port Harcourt is one of the hot areas. We have Lagos State, another hot area. I will target Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, and Edo State, based on the fact that I am from Edo State. So these were my locations that I was targeting, and this was the audience I was using. Now, from experience, this advert was giving me up to 30% conversion. That's to say, 100 people will see this advert, and 30 of them will join my group. Unlike the other one that I was doing, come and say, let me advertise Skyway Community Masterclass. Who wants to hear that one? Masterclass on Skyway Community. I was getting like 10% conversion. 100 people will see, only 10 will take action. I was throwing money away. The same amount of money I will spend, but I will get better results in the first one than in the second one. My brother, I had to wise up and do what is working. Let's move on. Advertisement budget and your likely conversion rate. If you are taking notes or you are gaining value, type value in the chat box. I said we're going to spend 1 hour. This is 7:36. By 8 p.m., I have another meeting. So I will run out of this room. So I will move very fast. If you are getting value, type value in the chat box. Thank you. Now, budget and likely conversion. You see that in the first model, well, in both models, I use the same budget. I used 10,000 naira. At that time, I did this slide. 10,000 naira was like $15. But now, 10,000 naira is not like $15 again. $15 is a lot more than 10,000 now, thanks to our currency. I was getting an estimated daily reach of 20,000 to 57,000 people. See, now I no lie for you. By yourself, even if you use that 10K to go and print flyer and start sharing in the street and say, come to my seminar, you will not reach out to 20,000 to 57,000 people. So many of you, you think that your money, you should keep it in your pocket and hide it. Let me tell you something. Money is a tool to make more money. Write that down somewhere. Money is a tool to make more money. The reason some of you are not making money is because you are not spending in your business. You want your business to grow, but you don't want to use money to grow it. You want to use blood of Jesus to grow it. You want to use a miracle to grow it, but spend money, no. Many of you want to grow free of charge. See, let me not lie to you. There are certain things that you will waste more time if you want to do by yourself. But when you spend money, you will get results. And that result will give you the money that you spend plus additional money. So is it not being penny wise pound foolish to say you want to be hiding money and wasting time to get the same result that you could have just gotten from spending money and you save your time? Yes. Yes. So spend your money, because there are two ways you can advertise. You can do organic traffic or paid traffic. We'll talk about that one later. But don't be afraid to spend money. Some of you don't have money. Fine. But if you have money, don't say, I want to be looking for how to do it free of charge. Please do it smart. Don't waste your time. Use your money to get your result. And that result will get you back that money. We'll talk about that later. Now, with this 20,000, sorry, with this 10,000, I was getting reach of 20,000 to 57,000 people. Now, that was the reach, mind you. That is not the lead. Because there is what they call impression on Facebook. Impression is number of people that saw what you posted. Then the leads are the people who actually clicked on what you posted. So we were getting about 40 to 120 daily results in terms of leads. And then in a month, that is about 1,200 to 3,600 people. Now, if we close at 30%, that's to say we get about 30% of these people to sign up. It means we'll be getting sign up of 360 to 1,080 new sign ups every month. Now, if we are to get a reduced rate of, let's say we only close 10% of those people to make investments, it means that we'll be having 36 to 180 investors monthly. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 36 people to 180 to do even $50 in your structure. That 10,000 that you spend, you will make so much more than it. Even if it's only $50, all those people do. You get the point. So don't be afraid to spend money in your business. If you get the point, write Bossey in the chat box. Let's move on. This is the Facebook advert budget and likely results. I took time to go to Facebook and take all the budget, the reach, the likely conversion to tell you how much you'll be spending per week. And then if you add Nigerians' value added tax, you see how much you'll be spending and the likely conversions you will be getting. So you see the chart here. See, let's not talk too much. Screenshot it. Screenshot it. Make a screenshot. I'm moving on. I don't want to dwell too much on this. So take a screenshot. If you've taken a screenshot, type done in the chat box. I'll wait 5 more seconds and I move on. Okay, I'm moving on. Now, advertising process. We have the one that is suitable for online. We have the one that is suitable for offline. If you're advertising, say you want to do a program that the program is holding in a physical venue. Now, you have this program is holding somewhere, you have paid, you have gotten a venue. Please, don't go and advertise that advert and you are targeting different locations outside of the place where your event is holding. Hello? Don't go and be holding a program. You are living in Edo State. You are now running advert targeting Abuja. You will waste your money. If you're advertising and you are doing a physical event, you target that location. Thank God for Facebook. You can actually target locations in your advertising. So note that. Then if you are doing it online, and that's why I love online network marketing. In fact, I love online marketing because you are not restricted by location. You can hold your presentation on Telegram, for example, on Zoom or WhatsApp. And all you need to do, you can advertise to all the locations, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Lagos, anywhere, and you bring them to a location. See, in both forms of advertising, whether you are doing offline advertising, the offline event, or you are doing online events, location, the place where they will come for presentation is going to still be the same. Like the process is the same. Advertising, presentation, and then follow up, and then team building, training, and all the rest of that process that we showed in the 3-step process that we talked about. Presentation is the venue where you will be hosting them to tell them about this opportunity. So if you are doing it online, that could be a WhatsApp group, that could be a Telegram group, that could be a Zoom meeting. But you know what you must do? Get their contact details so that you can follow them up. So it's not just to start the advert and you post on Facebook that they should join your WhatsApp group. Between when they are from Facebook to your WhatsApp group, there should be a way for you to talk to them and get their contact information. I will not dwell so much on that because for some of you to learn the processes of designing a landing page, designing maybe a form to gather information, or building a list, that one is going to be too technical for you. This is what I would just advise. I know people that know how to do this thing. I know people that can help you design your advertising, run your advert, and get you qualified leads to your, whether it's your WhatsApp group, your Zoom meeting. I know them. So if you want to advertise, I will just connect you with a resource person to collaborate. I will connect you with someone who has the skills to help you grow so that you will not go and be reinventing the wheel, struggling to learn it yourself and wasting time. So don't worry too much about that. But then you have to do this advert, get them to a location where you run your presentation, or you can get your mentors, your uplines, and those who have more experience in this business to assist you. So for example, now I have a Zoom event coming up. You can do an advert based on that. Generate your own leads to join that particular meeting. Do you know that we can say a Zoom meeting is coming up on the 27th of August? And you yourself, on the basis of that Zoom meeting, you will go and create a WhatsApp group, run advert and bring people to your WhatsApp group. And after you tell those people, when they post about this Zoom meeting, all you now do is just drop it on your WhatsApp group, tell them to join. When they join and they have enjoyed the presentation, you go back to your WhatsApp group and you drop your link for them to register. But many of you are not thinking strategically. You are just like, what else they do? They have set the meeting link. Only you will join. Nobody, you will not bring a single soul. Maybe if you want to try and bring in 1 or 2 people, you will be forwarding the flyer to your WhatsApp status, forwarding it to 1 or 2 persons in your WhatsApp list. How is that effective? See, be strategic. We are running webinars and you are leaving money on the table because you are not taking full advantage of it. So if you are honest to yourself that you have been wasting your resources in terms of the money you could have been making, that is the first step of your salvation, of beginning to become more effective in your business process. Because tonight is about teaching you what works. I have another meeting by 8. And already this one is taking a lot of time. Okay. So there are 2 models that I use for running my presentation. I use either a SWC Masterclass, or I do the training on how to save in dollars, and then I do a follow-up training on how to become a partner of Skyward Community and invest in the pre-IPO shares of Unique History Technology. So if I'm doing the Masterclass model, that one was what I was doing before that I said had 10% conversion rate. So you don't need to bother about that one. The second model is what we focus on. This first model 1, that's on the left side of my slide, that involves addressing the pain point of your market. At the point that I was running this particular model, I was saying how to save in dollar. But if I have to do this again, my advert will be how to survive in the Nigerian economy. Strategies for making, managing, and multiplying your income.
And I will teach people how to manage and multiply their wealth, their income. Then I will tell them the next day about University String Technology. And I will get better results than if I just tell them, I want to teach you University String Technology Masterclass. That one will not give me as much results. Let's move on. Now, the third step of the process is the training element. Hello? You are still following, type training in the chat box. Type training in the chat box. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you. Who is this person? Thank you, Mr. Bisson. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Patricia. Yes, I see that we are following. Yes. Now, new partners must be trained. Do you know why? Henry Ford said something. He said the only thing worse than having a trained employee leaving your organization is having an employee in your organization who you do not train. Let me say that again. So the only thing worse than having a trained employee leave your organization is having an employee in your organization you don't train. Now, many of you have your network of partners. These people are part of your organization. But guess what? You do not take their training as something to prioritize. We see, I talked about the problem. This is one of the problems. We have leaders who don't train. All they do is recruit. They bring in new people. They're always moving and getting new people on board. But to sit down and train this. Let me tell you, see, in network marketing, there is the power of, in fact, it's the geometric progression for me. The leverage, because if I bring two people into a business and they are effective and they can duplicate themselves, this is what's going to happen. I bring two brings four becomes eight will bring 16 will bring 32 will bring 64 will bring 128 will bring 256 will bring 512 will bring 1024 will bring 2048, and it continues to expand by multiplication of 2. And by the time it gets to 2048 and you begin to add from my 1, you add the 200 me to the 400 them to the 8 to the 16 to the 32, you add up all that structure, you see that I have a vast community that I have built because I brought 2 people and I trained them very well. But you know what most of you want to do? You want to die on top of the work. Only you are bringing, you cannot, you will faint. Go and train the people that you have already brought. Let them be effective. If they can do the work, you will lessen your own work. You know, somebody was asking me something that, Mr. John, I want to learn from you, but I don't want you to feel like, you know, the question came as if the person was feeling that I will not want to share my knowledge because I will feel threatened that if they know what I know now, they will become like, you know, threat to me. You understand? No, no. The job of a leader is not to create followers. Your job is to create more leaders so that you can rest. You understand? Your job is to raise leaders so that when you have people that you can just say, oh yeah, go and meet this one, go and meet that one, you will have more time for yourself. See, we're having this strategy meeting today, tonight, because I want to raise leaders in this community. 25 of you, I don't mind. I wanted 100. Matter of fact, I paid for a Zoom license to get ample opportunity so that I will not be saying after 40 minutes they will throw us out. I paid so that we can have time to engage and I will teach you what I know. Do you see this slide that you're looking at? This slide was put together with time and effort. I put the time to make sure I create the content to train. Just imagine. Do you know how intentional I am about your growth? In fact, if you were half as intentional about your growth as I am, you will be flying. It's the truth. So I don't joke with training. The people in my community know this, but the problem is that, well, that's something that I will address later. So, ladies and gentlemen, my job is to equip you to become so good that you will duplicate the result that I have been duplicating so that I can make more money. Because, guys, this is network marketing. And in network marketing, the better your team are at generating sales, the better or the more money you will make. Now, I know that people are not like all under my structure, but Skyward community is growing, and that is the beauty. Because if Skyward community is making good sales in Nigeria, Nigeria will also have access to opportunities to, expand. And at the end of the day, who benefits? Skyward community in Nigeria, which is all of us. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is my mission. My mission is to create a replicable system of attracting, retaining, and training new partners for Skyward community. You and I, working together, we can achieve this. Because there is no I in team. And together, everyone achieves more. So training, this is the model we'll be using for training. We will make sure that new partners are added to training and mentorship group. We have the group on WhatsApp, we have the group on Telegram, we have the group on Facebook. Now, we will pair you with existing partners who are up to the rank of leaders in this business, who will support in your business development. These are the people that when you have a prospect you want to get on a three-way call with, these are the people that will assist you. Now, we will try as much as possible to make sure that the people we are pairing you with are people in your structure. Like, we'll try and see how we can trace your leaders so that when we are saying, work with this man, the person will not be grudgingly saying that, after all, you don't even do my structure. If I help him now, all the effort I'm putting will be wasted. So we'll try and see how we can pair you with the people that are in your structure who can assist you with the knowledge that when you do well, they will also benefit from your growth. Another thing we'll be doing is that we'll be making sure that you complete the basic training on the Smart World Community Education Platform. See, we have this education platform, but we are not using it. And we need to use it. Hello? Reply me hi in the chat box. We have Smart World Community. We are not using it. So please, we will ensure going forward that every new partner, in fact, including old partners, you will go back to that Smart World community and go and learn. You need to learn. Because, you cannot life rewards you according to your knowledge. And you need the knowledge. So please, Smart World community, we will make sure that we use it. And another thing is that many of us are not really marketing this opportunity the right way. We are giving wrong information about this opportunity. Now, Smart World community has the information that is accurate. So you will go there and learn. If you don't see the link, my.swcsmart.com. That's the link. So write it down somewhere after this meeting, open Smart World community and log in. Your login on Smart World community is the same login in your SWC back office. So just type the same email, the same password, and you have access to Smart World community. And then go and start the basic training on Smart World community. Now, finally, on training, we will make sure that we create roles for people in the community who want to function in different capacities. I'll talk more on this later. Let's move on. See, on the 29th of May 2023, I looked at my structure and I saw I had 2,670 participants. 720 of them were personally sponsored. And we had made sales of over $405,715 for Skyward community. On top of this money, I got percentages. Sometimes from the 720 I personally sponsored, it was 15%. There is money in Skyward community. Many of you don't know this because you are not leveraging it. Many of you are waiting till USC start paying dividends or when they are listed in the stock market, whereas some of us are not waiting. Some of us are collecting money in present tense. We're not waiting for future tense to collect. We are collecting. Kizania say, collect your money, no sleep, wake up, right? Many of you are sleeping and you are leaving money on the table. See, if you have been sleeping, honestly, just type sleeping in the chat box. Don't be ashamed. Type sleeping in the chat box. We will know. Because the first thing is to identify that there is a problem before you begin to solve it. But if you have been awake collecting your money, type awake in the chat box. Let's know who is who. I'll be reading this comment section. So please come and identify yourself. Mr. Bisong, I know you are awake. In fact, Mr. Bisong is even more awake than myself. This guy is traveling around doing programs. You see them? The ones that are sleeping are identifying themselves. See, thank you for being so honest. Your honesty will be your salvation. Because as you've been sleeping, you have decided that it's time for you to wake up. If you have decided that it's time to wake up, write time in the chat box. Amazing. So yes, I believe that we have achieved something. Now we are going to talk about strategies for advertising, presenting, and building our team. We'll be taking these bullet points one after the other. Let me see how much time we have for this meeting. 3 minutes. Wow. Okay. Let's rush through this. Now, organic marketing and traffic generation using our Facebook group. See, I will share my screen, or rather, I will go and show you what I mean. See, I hope you can see my screen. See, this is our Facebook group that many of you are playing with, that you are not using. Do you know what you could be doing on this group? See what you could be doing. We have this thing that we do, like when we have events, we post them under the event section. So you see this event happening tomorrow, this one happening tomorrow. You know what you can conveniently do? You can go on this event page and you just go and click invite. Then it will show you all your contacts on WhatsApp. And you start clicking invite. Click until your hand is paining you. Keep clicking invite. You know what you're doing? You are bringing people to that event. All the information about the event, including the Zoom link, everything is already there. You are just inviting. And as you're inviting your people on Facebook, when they come for the event, if they come for the event, or if they join the group, when they join the group, when they get interested in this business, who do you think they'll go and meet to say, I want to get involved, I want to get started? Is it not you? All you need to do, just be clicking invite. How hard is that? But instead of doing this, many of you will wait until the day of the program. You will now come by yourself. You bring your single Pringle, and you come for our meeting. Later 2 hours, we have waste data, no new sign up. Everybody will go back home. Hungry, hungrier than the way they came in. Go and bring in new people. And all you have to do is just be inviting. In fact, I'm talking about it now. Go to the group and start inviting. Tomorrow, we're having this event tomorrow. So the people that you invite that come through you, they are your own prospects. So if you like, don't invite. We that we have already made money, you are leaving us to be inviting people and make more. You that have not started making so much, you are still playing with the chance to invite people for events that you will not be the one to talk to. You will do the talking. Just bring people. You say no. And it's very easy now, because when we post about the event, we post about the event like 2 weeks to the event. I will try as much as possible to ensure that our event go live way ahead, so that we'll give you ample time to invite all your Facebook friends. If that's a good thing for you, type 9s in the chat box. 9s in the chat box. NICE, 9s in the chat box. So, this is what can help you with organic traffic. Some of you don't want to pay money. You don't want to spend money to market your business. So, I did not say type 9. I say type 9s, NICE. So, for some of you, this organic way of growing the business, inviting people for our event, can be your strategy. You can be using that one for now. So that's what I mean by organic. Organic is any traffic you don't pay for. Any traffic you don't pay for. Now, we equally have collaborative networking with service providers. Now, guys, I must tell you, see, many of you don't market online. You are playing. You are playing. You see this Zoom meeting we used to have. You will post about the Zoom meeting. You will see something like join curator, ambassador, Christian Van der Viver on a Zoom meeting. Big opportunity, become co-owner of String Technology valued at $400 billion. You now see the meeting link, the passcode, and all of that. What does that tell the prospect? Somebody that does not know about this thing will not join. That's why we have meetings, we still see the same people we have been seeing forever. The same members, no new prospects. But if you want to advertise, you have to write advert copy. Did you see the advert I posted that brought you to this meeting? How was that advert? That advert told you the value you'll be getting out of this meeting. I specifically typed a robust content. And do you know what I now did? I now said, if you want the link to the meeting, or the passcode to the meeting, chat me up privately. Why did I say chat me up privately? Why did I not just drop the link there and say, everybody, see the link, oh yeah, begin ready? Because I will not be able to filter. Write that thing down, filter. I will not be able to filter those who are genuinely interested in being there from those who are not. That filter is very important. Very important. So by that, now I will know, okay, 20 or 30 or 50 people reached out to me and said, passcode. That means 50 people are interested in being in this meeting. Hello? Am I making sense? If I'm making sense, type making sense in the chat box. To be able to know how many people really want to be there. You see, and those of you who sent that message, passcode, you will bear me witness that I sent you personal message to remind you by 6 o'clock that this meeting is going to happen by 7 o'clock. I sent you reminders, true or false. If it was true, write true in the chat box. If it was a lie, write false in the chat box. Those of you who sent passcode, all of you received messages from me. All. How did you receive that message? Because you typed passcode. I was able to use that word, passcode, to filter through my chat to get all of you out. In fact, do you know that when you type passcode, so for some of you, when you type that passcode, you got some of you that don't have my number before, or that I don't have your number before, you got a message from my autoresponder introducing myself to you and telling you to save my contact and asking for your name to save your own contact as well. As a result of that, I have the contacts of some of you that I did not have before. Why? Because I know I need to identify with you so that I give you a direct access to me. You can be able to see and see how I do the business so that you can also learn one or two things from it. Now that you have my contact, I have your contact. It therefore means that you have a direct link to me. You are no longer just a phone number, you are now a name. And when I want to do messages like this, like I want to remind you of we're having Zoom meetings, I can easily just go and type Mr. Godwin Baku, add him to a list, and send that list a message reminder that we are having this meeting by 7 o'clock. And Godwin Baku will be reminded. I will use the information that Godwin Baku has sent me, same passcode, and giving me his number to add him to a list to remind him we have this meeting. And maybe in future we have another meeting. I know that Godwin Baku attended that meeting that we had last time. Maybe you will be interested in this one. I will still send a message to that same list. They will listen because they already engaged with me in a previous meeting and they saw the value that I had to offer. Am I making sense? You have to be intentional. You have to do this marketing thing with your full chest. Don't just do it anyhow. If you do it anyhow, you will get anyhow results. And if you get anyhow results, don't complain. It is what you put in that you will get out. Now, ladies and gentlemen, second thing is collaboration with people who know what they are doing. People who are copywriters, who are graphic designers, Facebook advertising experts. You can just get those people to work for you, to run your ads for you, to write your advert copy for you, to design your graphics for you so that you don't have to waste time doing it yourself. Also, leveraging the available tools and resources for presentation of the opportunity. You want to present this opportunity now to somebody. Many of you don't know how to go about it, but we have adequately resourced this community. See, I don't joke with training. I don't joke with it. You see this thing I call the Skyward Community Masterclass? I developed the application, which I call the USC/SWC Masterclass. That's what you are looking at right now. This application here, this one, this application. Let me open it. The USC/SWC Masterclass has the following. It has the modules of a masterclass that I have already put together. You will see the introduction and mindset orientation. This is an entire course. An entire course. This course takes people through. Let's go to the homepage and see what this course does. The Uniski String Technology and Skyward Community Masterclass. I hope you can see that. Enables participants to grasp the basics of pre-IPO investing. You know, we say most Nigerians don't know about pre-IPO investing. Know what to look out for when choosing which startup to support. And finally, it introduces the participant to Unity String Technology and Skyward community. There's a short video here about the masterclass. There's a little bit about me. And, well, there's now the modules of the masterclass. In the modules of the masterclass, you will see the module 1 talking about introduction and mindset. You see the module 2 talking about shares and dividends. The module 3 talking about Unity String Technology. The module 4 talking about Skyward community. And then the last module talking about my personal benefits from the Skyward Community Partnership Program. Now, let's assume that you don't want to use the very lengthy masterclass module. You just want a short presentation. You go to this third page, which is the USC/SWC presentation. A very brief, short presentation about this opportunity that you can use to market this opportunity to whoever. You can just run them through this and explain to them, play the videos to them, and before you know it, you get them to the end and you present them with your link to get started. It even has the options or the investment offers. There's a PDF here you can download and actually run other presentations to your partners and prospects. And then the steps to involve yourself in this opportunity is captured here in a diagram, showing the first thing to do, the second thing to do, the third thing to do, and the final step to take. And this is available to you. This app is free. I did not say come and pay. Just download and use. And I even have there's a guide here on how to get started that covers all the things people need to know in terms of onboarding, how to register, how to verify accounts, how to sign partnership agreements, how to fund your wallet, how to make your investment in installments and in lump sum payments, and so on. Then we now have this session, which is a marketing guide. I put a marketing guide there to teach you how to market the opportunity. I put all this together because I am passionate about training. Now, all this information is there for your consumption. And this also has 50 short advert clips about this opportunity. These are USC videos. I put them in a folder you can easily download. Now, this folder is here. You see all the videos? Yes. They are there for you. You know, it hurts me when people don't know what they have. There was a guy who chatted me up recently. He said he wanted Unity String Technology videos to show a prospect. I now directed him to this app. I said, go to the app. I have already put those things there. The guy said, he replied me, he said that if my picture is in there, that he does not want something that I created. He does not want my video because he was seeing those videos, the masterclass videos, telling me that it's my video that is there. He wants Skyward community videos. I said, check that thing very well. I even explained to him where he will see the video. Go to the marketing guide, go to the scroll down to where I put those videos and get them from there. The man insisted no, that is not what he wants. I said, but if you say you want USC and SWC videos, they are there. And I even went and screenshotted it and showed him. The chat is still in my WhatsApp. And I even copied the link to the folder. You know, some people are so lazy. You would have taken your time to compile the information to give to them. But the laziness to go and access the information, you know, they want you to go and still bring the information to their doorstep. I now went to copy the link to the folder and drop it on his WhatsApp. And I said, just click the link. He said, no, he will not click that. He's telling me that he does not want my video. He wants Skyward community video. I was so angry. Because what type of laziness? I mean, and that's how some of you are stressing us. You will come with a genuine problem. We will give you the answer. You will now be asking questions about the answer we have already provided, making the difficulty of managing the community even more intense. See, you need to cooperate with us to make our work easy so that we can make your life easier. Hello? Reply me hi in the chat box. Let's wrap up with this meeting. This is already past 8. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have the tools that we can leverage. Another tool we can leverage is the SWC onboarding document. You see, whenever anybody joins the partner group, I send out the onboarding document. That's a document that contains that USC app I just showed you. Is there in the tools and resource section. The materials for marketing materials for creating or optimizing your account in terms of verification, partnership agreement, signing, everything is in that onboarding document. Matter of fact, that document contains everything you need, including the app. Mr. Josiah is asking, can I get this app? The app is in the document. You remember there was a time I sent the onboarding document, said, dear community, have access to this document. That document has this application. Everything is there. See, the Bible said something that the food had been prepared, the banquet was ready. And then the man went to invite the guests to come in to eat. They said that they have, one said they have married a wife, the other one said they had excuses. I've created this thing. So I will not come and force you to use it. If you have married a wife and you have fathered a son and you cannot use the SWC onboarding document, I will be looking at you. I know that the solution to your problem is there, but I will not force you to use it. So if you do not use it, you will lose. Because the thing that is the solution to your problem is at your doorstep, but you have refused to take action. So we'll be looking at each other. Now, there is something that you should know. I don't know how many of you read the news about Edwin Soru, the Indonesian curator for Skyward community that was arrested for like 2 months, detained because somebody sued the SWC and, stories are touched. This kind of problems are the reason why you must, as a matter of strict adherence, follow the SWC image regulation. There's a document that SWC published called the image regulation. And it's important that you market this opportunity the right way. There are certain words you should no longer be using. The words like shares, invest, there are words that it's not like they are not good though, but you should be careful the way you use them and in the context in which you use them, which is why everybody needs to pay attention to the image regulation. Many of you are still calling this opportunity Skyway Online. Many of you are going online and saying, come and invest in Skyway. Please, this is no longer how you should. If you don't know what you should be saying and how you should be saying it, the image regulation document will be shared on all the groups so that people will go and learn exactly what you should and should not say when it concerns promoting this opportunity. Which is why there is also a speaker certification. Speaker certification. That is to say, there is a training that we have to participate in. Certification, yes. So there's a training you have to participate in order to become a speaker for Skyward community. You cannot just come and give events and talk. No, you have to be certified that we have seen that we have trained you on what to say. Then we now know that, yes, you have the certificate to speak at events. And when you speak at events, there is the possibility for remuneration. That is when you speak at official Skyward community events, not this one now we're having a webinar. And I say I invited somebody to come and talk. No, nobody will pay you for this. So, but it is in these events where you volunteer and talk that will make us to see that, oh, you have the desire. And we will use this to evaluate it to now say, okay, we are looking for speakers for the one that SWC wants to pay. Let us project so and so person because he has already been doing it. So learn how to volunteer. There's a guy in this chat box, Jerry Toby. Amazing guy. This guy volunteers and does things for me that I don't even ask him to. So Jerry, you're on the call. So I want to tell you, keep it up. Now, we are going to be having roles in the community that you can apply to. These roles are not paid, but the possibility of you getting into similar roles for Skyward community when the advertisement or the vacancy arises is also there. That's to say, the roles are somehow aligned with the roles of Skyward community. So we have, for instance, the roles of mentors. Skyward community has a similar role called trackers. We have the role of speakers. Skyward community also has the role of speakers. We have the role of moderators. Skyward community also has the role of moderators. Then we have the role of social media engagement unit. Skyward community doesn't have something similar to that. But if I'm to say all of us are a part of that particular role, because it is a role that is necessary in order to gain publicity. Because when you post, in fact, the social media engagement unit, what they will be doing is, when we post about an event, they will go there and engage. They will go there and comment. They will go there and like. They will go there and share. They will go there and create noise about it so that people will see, and Facebook algorithm will know that something is happening. The Instagram algorithm will see that people are engaging in this content, and they will start pushing it out to more people. This is what social media engagement does. If the algorithm sees that a content is getting engagement, it will be getting more publicity. So every one of us, when we drop events, say Skyward Community is having a program, everybody, it's your responsibility to go there and engage. It's your responsibility to like, to comment, to share, to make noise on it. So there's money on social media, guys, a lot. But you just need to be intentional about leveraging it. If you are still following, type following in the chat box. Now for presentation, I will be having you work with mentors for presentation and onboarding. So when people have applied to the roles of mentor, and the role is reserved for people who have attained the rank of leader and above, when they have applied to the role of mentor and they have become community mentors, we will now give these people the opportunity to work with some of us that are new. So that if somebody wants to talk to a downline, talk to a prospect and does not know what to say, you can get on a three-way call on WhatsApp or on Telegram and use the support of a mentor. That mentor will come in and also help you talk to your prospects to get them to close the sale. Also, we'll be making use of the adaptation and learning platform. I've already talked about this. That's the SWC Smart Work Community. And then using the onboarding document for new members to get onboarded properly into these opportunities. Now, I already talked about applying to the roles in the community, the role of mentor, moderator, speaker, and social media engagement unit. Finally, there is documentation required for people who have attained the rank of leader and above. That's to say, if you, in this community, you have reached the rank of leader, Skyward Community wants to recognize and celebrate you. And so we'll be sending out forms to capture your information. In this form, you will fill it and tell us a little bit about yourself, and then send a very professional looking picture, which we are going to forward to Skyward Community to use in creating content around your personality. So you saw the interview that we did with Edwin Soru recently in Indonesia. We'll be having similar things for our partners in Nigeria. So when you when you fill that form, that's how we'll get the information we require to use for that particular service or for that particular task. So I think I've come to the end of the presentation, and at this point, we can now take a few questions because I'm already late for my other meeting. As I explained earlier, I have a meeting by 8, or I also have a meeting by 8. I will have to reschedule that meeting to 9 o'clock. So let us do question and answer briefly, and then we close. So very briefly, if you have questions, let's hear the questions. I'll take 4 questions, and then we close. Questions. If you have questions, raise your hand with the reaction button. Raise your hand. If you have questions, click on the reaction and raise your hand. Okay, no questions. So, Father, we thank you for this wonderful meeting. Thank you for bringing us together to share ideas and to talk about strategies for growing this community. Father, we pray that this meeting is not just going to, our words tonight will not just fall to the floor, but they will yield fruit. Father, we pray that the community will be strengthened. We pray that the community will grow out of its shell. We pray that the community will expand, that the community will grow, and the community will reach every corner of this country and beyond. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. Thank you all so much. It's been a wonderful pleasure having this session with you. And I hope that you have gained some value tonight. Right? So
yes,
we'll be doing this from time to time.
Yes, we do.
We'll be doing this from time to time.
Yes, we do. We really enjoy the meeting.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bison. Thank you. So going forward, we'll be having more trainings like this. And please, we have to work together. There's a lot of work to do. And I need you guys to work with me. Thank you. And good night.
Good night.